What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing, coming back at you with another video, and today it is early in the morning. My wife took my oldest son to go get groceries. My youngest one is asleep. He's fighting and he's kicking right now, but let's try to bust out a video while we can. Sorry, dad life has got me, kind of busy, but I have to upgrade some things on the tank because success, it has its, fallbacks. I have been dosing 90 milliliters of calcium and alkalinity supplements a day, and my tank is just slowly dropping in its levels. I've also decided to start dripping some calc in there to increase the pH and kind of supplement it, but it's still not being able to keep up. And I'm kind of tired of changing out my dosing containers every month and so. So what I want to do is upgrade my dosing containers and start upgrading my supplements, and you'll see what I'm doing in the near future. So in my little cabinet for my Frag tank, the 20-gallon long, I have a lot of space under here that I just don't really use except for dosing. I've kind of put the power strip up on the top. It used to be kind of down here, kind of janky, but this was just refilled, I would say 2 weeks ago, and it's already gone down to this level. Not too happy because I hate topping off all these 2 parts, especially when you're a dad. You need to kind of spend more time with the family instead of mixing 2-part dosing. So I have a plan. And the plan is 5-gallon jugs. Yes, so instead of mixing up a gallon at a time putting in there, I'll be mixing up 5 gallons at a time and putting it in these containers. Now, when I did the math, I think it was something like these will last me 260-ish days. Now, with, the amount of growth and everything, they'll last me, let's say 200 days, because I think that's what's going to happen. So I've already planned out, this is only going to last me about 200 days, which is still a good amount of time. But I had a smoking deal from a friend. Obviously, I got to give a shout out to Wayne. Thanks, Wayne. I get all this awesome equipment off of him for a discount because he gets it, he doesn't like it. So then, I get to use it for, discounted price. So we've seen my JANKY, yes, cookies and cream ice cream container that is being used as a calc dripper that goes into the sump. Which, by the way, if you ever have a water bottle filled with RDI water, you can kind of do a little spritz on the tank, and it's easy to clean the glass. So much easier to clean the glass that way. Doesn't smear anything. But anyway, cookies and cream, DIY calc dripper. Oh man, it's already empty. It's seen its time in the sun. Now I need to upgrade. And with that upgrade comes the Vast K1 calc stirrer. Yes, Wayne had this and he didn't want to use it, so I said I'll take that from you, and then I am going to be, kind of dripping that into the sump. I'm going to kind of remove these gallon jugs because I don't need those anymore. Those are my 2-part. I always make 2-part, and then I have an extra gallon always laying around just because, you need it in case you need to make little changes. But with that being said, since this is so close to the sump and the ATO, I'm just going to run a line from the ATO into here, going down, pushing all the stuff around, and then dumping into the tank. So one of the reasons why I need to up my dosing is because this Frag tank over here is actually plumbed in, and it is taking a lot of calcium alkalinity up, and right now I need to find a way to kind of manage some of the nutrients because there are no predators in here. There's 2 snails, nothing is getting eaten. So I plan on getting some new fish to go in this tank, which means I don't know if I want these acrylic lids on here, because if I get a wrasse and a blenny, I'm afraid they're going to jump. So I decided to buy a lid, and I'm going to put that on right now. Well, that is a major improvement. Unfortunately, the back part doesn't really fit because of the overflow section or the return section. So I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to have to just make a little channel and cut it out right there to make it nice and flush here so I don't get any jumpers. But other than that, it's really good so far. Well, that was too easy. Pretty much all I did was kind of mark little sections here and then cut it with an oscillating tool, and it took seconds to do. And just pop that puppy on and it looks amazing. I'm actually really glad I did this instead of the janky acrylic up there. It'll help with any jumpers, and it keeps the evaporation down. Now with upgrading the 2-part dosing, I'm going to kind of wait till this gets down a little bit farther, and then I'm going to fill this up. But pretty much it was super easy to do. I got these C-Chem ones and just used a 3/4 inch spade bit or a paddle bit, however you want to call it, and then drilled a hole through it. I used the same fittings that I got from Bulk Reef Supply, so I use this to kind of mark it up, and it seats perfectly on the top. And then there's just a little bit at the bottom that's threaded, and you can put the nut on it and just sit flush right there. It works out really, really well. So I will come back at you guys in a little bit and show you how this all works out. So that worked out almost perfectly, and you can kind of see it goes to the very bottom. It's like the same height as these space-saving jugs. Genius. And just like that, I have more than quadrupled the size of my dosing containers. So let's hope I don't have to change them out every, what would it be, a month? Now it's every, 4 months or more, 5 months. Pretty easy. I really, really am happy with this decision to upgrade this dosing container. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to, increase the volume size of my 2-part dosing is because I don't want to have to take time away from spinning it with these guys. This is Spencer here, and he is not really a handful. He's actually pretty easy. He just chills. It's the 2-year-old that's horrible. But there's one thing you need to know with these containers. If this seal up here is too tight, it's gonna act as like, a vessel that is just impermeable to any airflow. So it's going to squeeze this container in. So over the next day, I'm going to just kind of monitor this, see if this airflow is like constricted in here or if it's going to allow air to go in. Hopefully it will. I didn't screw them on too tight, but if not, I'll just kind of drill a hole back in the back here where you can kind of see this little air inlet. So I'll just drill a hole in there, and that should work out just fine. As far as the dosing pumps, now I do have those cheap BRS, 1.1 mil per minute pumps, and I got those for 20 bucks each, so like a steal. But I need to do something with this calc stirrer. Now I'm planning on using a pump for it, but I don't know what to do. I'm gonna need to buy a dosing pump for it, but they're all kind of, expensive. I want to kind of just run it in here. I could buy a 2-part doser where it has 2 heads, and I can use one of the 1.1 milliliter dosers for this and kind of tie it together with the little stirrer mechanism that's down here. That would stir it and it would kick on together, and it would just dose 1.1 mil a minute. I could do that, or I could get a 4-head doser and run 2 off the other one, the 2-part off 2 of the heads, and then this would be off the 3rd head, and then I just have those 1.1 milliliters as, I don't know, kind of like backups or whatever. I don't really know what to do right now, but I'm weighing my options. I'm hoping there's gonna be a sale in the near future, like the Memorial Day sale. I was hoping maybe Red Sea would go on sale. Nope, nothing. So I might have to wait it out for a little bit and see. Until then, this is gonna look like a nice little piece of artwork that's just kind of chilling here doing nothing in the meantime until I can get a doser or something connected to this. Well guys, that's all I got for you this time. The plan is to kind of just wait it out, see if a dosing pump goes on sale for this Memorial Days, and if not, I'll just kind of be waiting. I don't need the calc reactor online just this moment, but I'm really happy I got the 2-part, upgraded. That way I can, maybe make more 2-part in December-ish, something like that. But as always, guys, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, click the subscribe button, give me a comment, give me a like, and let me know how you're liking the content. I will be back at you later with some more videos. Oh yeah, and if you stayed this long, I got some fish that are going in the, they're in the QT right now. They're going to go over into the Frag tank, and you might see them in the next video. See ya.